Yeah, so when I found out that these individuals did voodoo on the justice system, and it did hurt my heart to find out that there were victims in the justice system. People who were just doing their job that became a victim to some form of magic maybe they had never experienced before in their life. And remember, guys, I was born around it. I was sent by God right into it because I was like that person that can't be hypnotized, right? So you got to send that person down there and do it. That's why I tell you, I was the only one who could do this. But to hear that people, got hurt, families got hurt in the justice system, people just doing their jobs, man, that did hurt my heart. And I hope some laws come into effect that, you know, they got to start putting some laws against people doing spell work. The only thing is, I'm just wondering how they're going to implement that. And hopefully that's something that I can be involved in, as to far as how this type of thing is going to be implemented. I mean, there's no laws against people practicing magic and doing voodoo on people, right? So how are they going to, you know, how's the judicial system going to handle that? That's a good question. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, y'all, and no one should even be talking to these individuals. That's why I'm going so hard, guys, and the things that I'm saying about them, because I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't understand. These people got to be put away like now. Like, do you fucking get it? And I don't mean to be that blunt about it, but it's like the longer it takes, the more casualties it can be. I mean, what are you doing? Like practicing to see how strong the voodoo affects me or affects some other people? It's just, yeah, it's not good. But definitely laws have to be changed. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll get back to you guys, and I'm just trying to think like what kind of law, how could you accuse somebody of doing voodoo if you don't know nothing about it? I guess the first thing to do would be you have to ban voodoo books and libraries and all that type of stuff. But this has been going on for ages, guys. So once again, it's going to be really interesting to figure out how is the justice system going to implement making voodoo a crime. I mean, obviously, if there's a case and you find out that somebody's been, well, I think the only way they could, make a law against it is if, something has to happen first, and then you find out, oh, okay, these people were doing this voodoo, and then you get evidence on that. Once you get that evidence, then a person can be convicted of, like, let's say premeditated murder, if they're found to have been doing voodoo practices. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you need witnesses and all that type of stuff. So that's the only way I can think of it. But I don't see like any law that can just outright just allow people to stop using voodoo unless they actually convicted of a crime. If they are convicted of a crime and they found out to be doing these type of things, if you impose the death penalty in cases where people actually have been found to doing voodoo and somebody actually got hurt, you'll have to implement the death penalty, because that's the only way people will know. If you do voodoo, it better be for something good. It better not have nothing to do with hurting somebody, because if you are found guilty of hurting somebody and you are found to have been using these type of spiritual practices, then the penalty can be life in jail or something like that. So that's the only way I can really see it, guys. But that I heard about that shit, and that I was unhappy about that. And that's all I gotta say about that, y'all. I'll let y'all later.